It was a gloomy, gray afternoon in the little town of Oakhaven. The sky hung low, heavy with the promise of snow that never came. Instead, it brought a cold, miserable rain that soaked right through to the bone. For old Jim, who drove an open horse carriage for a living, days like this were usually a curse. But today was shaping up to be the luckiest day he'd seen in months. He'd started the morning by taking the wealthy lady from across town over to the main road. That was 25 cents. Then, while shivering at the carriage stop, a well-dressed schoolmaster hired him for 50 cents. 75 cents before noon. To a man who hadn't held a shiny nickel in nearly 2 weeks, those coins felt like pure gold in his trembling palm.
75 cents? Lord Almighty! I can buy a quick shot of whiskey to warm this dry throat of mine. But better yet, I can bring home a hot bowl of beef stew for my poor Emma.
His poor wife, Emma, had been coughing her lungs out for over a month. They were living off thin cornmeal porridge when they ate at all. Medicine? A doctor? Out of the question. Jim always insisted that if you give a sickness medicine, it just makes itself at home and never leaves. But truth be told, they just didn't have a dime to spare. Lately, Emma had been begging him for just a taste of warm beef broth. And now, holding those coins, Jim felt like a king. He could feed his wife. He could even buy a bite for little Tommy, their 3-year-old boy.
Hey, Carriage! Hey, driver, hold on!
As Jim turned out of the academy gate, a young student came running through the mud, drenched in his fine coat, dragging his boots.
Driver, how much to Elmwood Station? The train leaves for the coast at 11, and if I miss it, I'm stuck here.
To Elmwood Station, young master. Whoop.
Jim paused. Elmwood was over 5 miles out through deep mud. But it wasn't the rain that made him hesitate. It was a strange, creeping fear. This sudden wave of good luck felt almost unnatural. And then he remembered his wife's face from this morning.
Jim, please, don't go out today. Stay home with me. I'm so sick.
Ah, hush that foolish talk. Woman, if I sit here holding your hand, who's gonna buy the bread? Huh?
If you must go, please, come home early.
Well, how much, driver? Speak up.
$1.50, sir.
Jim gasped inside. $1.50. He'd never asked for such a crazy sum in his life. But the young lad didn't even argue for long.
$1.50? That's steep, but fine. Just get me there on time. Jump to it.
$1.50. The sheer joy of it burned away all his fear and worry. What could go wrong in just a couple of hours, Jim thought. He whipped the horses, flying across the muddy road like a bird in flight. He made it to the station, dropped off the student, and received the full $1.50. But as he turned his empty carriage back toward town, the adrenaline faded. The freezing rain soaked through his coat. A chill ran down his spine. Jim.
Damned rain, slapping me right in the face, dragging an empty rig through this mud.
He didn't want to go home just yet. He was terrified of what was waiting for him in that dark, quiet room. So he lingered near the town stop, picking up one last short fare for 60 cents. By the time he dropped the passenger off, twilight had fallen over Oakhaven. With every step closer to his house, a suffocating dread wrapped around Jim's chest. He slowed his pace. He wanted to hold on to this feeling, the feeling of being a rich man, a lucky man, for just a few minutes longer.
Well, bless my soul, if it isn't old Jim. Come in out of the wet, man. You look like a drowned cat.
It was his old friend Sam, stepping out of the local tavern, his face flushed red from warm liquor. Jim felt like a drowning man thrown a rope.
Sam, you old hound. Looks like you've been enjoying yourself today.
Good day or bad day, a man's got to wet his whistle. Come on in, warm those bones.
The tavern was warm, filled with the rich smell of bubbling meat stew and roasted corn. Jim's stomach roared. He devoured 2 corn cakes and a steaming bowl of stew, then downed a double shot of whiskey, then another, and another.
Pour another one, boy. Fill up.
Whoa, easy there, Jim. That's 4 shots already. You're spending a fortune.
A fortune, ha. I made $30 today, Sam. 30 whole dollars? I'm rich. I can buy this whole damn tavern.
Jim, you're plastered. Let's get you home to your wife.
My wife. My wife is dead. Sam, she's lying at home, stiff as a board, and here I am drinking whiskey. I'm a monster, Sam. A miserable monster.
What? Jim, is that true? Oh, Lord. Come on, let me take you home.
Huh, fooled ya. You actually believed me? Dead? She ain't dead. She's at home eating like a horse right now.
Jim, you're not making sense. Come on, I'm walking you home.
Jim staggered out of the tavern, clutching a tin bucket of hot beef stew he'd bought with his last coins. He stumbled down the dark alley toward his rented shack. The moment he opened the door, a terrifying silence greeted him. No coughing, no labored breathing, only a faint, hollow smacking sound. Little Tommy, desperately trying to suckle on his mother's dry, cold breast.
Hey, you lazy woman. Your husband comes home with a full pocket, and you don't even get up to look at me.
He kicked her leg under the thin blanket, but it didn't feel like flesh. It felt like a dry, frozen log.
Emma, say something. Damn it. Is your mouth glued shut? Speak to me.
He grabbed her by her hair, lifting her head. Her eyes were open, wide and glassy, staring blankly up at the wooden ceiling.
Your eyes. Why won't you look at me, Emma? Why are you just staring at the ceiling? Answer me.
Heavy tears burst from Jim's eyes, splashing down onto her cold, pale face. He buried his cheek against hers, weeping like a broken child, clutching the cold tin of stew.
I brought you the beef stew. Why can't you eat it? Why won't you eat it? How strange. Today of all days. I was so lucky.
Thank you for listening to Radio Theater. If this story touched your heart, please leave a like and subscribe for more classic tales. Until next time, stay warm and good night.